The Brotherhood and Their Manipulation of Society. By Ivan Fraser and Mark Beeston. Who controls the past, controls the future. Who controls the present, controls the past. From 1984, George Orwell. The main manipulating groups. Group number 1. Freemasonry. The basic recruitment of members to further the elite's plans is through the secret society network of Freemasonry, which is the latest incarnation of the Christian military order known as the Knights Templars, who gained staggering riches and a wealth of esoteric knowledge during the Crusades, in which the righteous Christians were dispatched to the Holy Land with free rein to slaughter the Jews and Muslims in a series of campaigns between the 11th and 13th centuries. The vast majority of members are on the first 3 rungs of the 33-level hierarchy and have no idea of the hidden agenda. Once initiated into the lowest level, the first of 33 degrees, vows are taken to pledge allegiance to the society above all else. Most initiates are willing to do this as the temptation of power, wealth and knowledge is hard to refuse. It is hinted that there are penalties to pay for betraying their society and revealing its secrets, but at this level the organization is viewed by its members as little more than a secretive social club with a morality based upon chivalry. Certain of what appear to be esoteric secrets are revealed to them upon initiation as a taster for what is to come, as long as the initiate remains faithful to the order. Money is then paid by the initiate in order to progress to the 2nd degree through a ceremony involving the revelation of yet further secret knowledge with the promise of more to come at each stage. Initiation into higher degrees requires increasingly larger sums of money, and still the clues keep coming. Promises of wonderful arcane knowledge are continual, yet the actual knowledge revealed remains encoded and only serves to whet the appetite. No one is ever given the full scenario, only pieces of what appears to be a picture of the most awesome significance. As more and more is revealed and the higher up the ladder the initiate is allowed, the great rather personal perks provided and doorways opened in terms of career and social status. Moreover, the warnings against transgression of the secret society's rules become blatant and more sinister at each step. It is impossible to achieve high levels of initiation within Freemasonry unless one is hand-picked by those of the higher degrees. In order to do this, one must meet their criteria of wealth, status, social class and character type. By the time the 20th degree is reached, a minimum of professional level income is required to fund progression through the system. The result of this financially dependent progression is that the top-level members of the Brotherhood elite are among the richest and most powerfully influential people in the world. They are also responsible, directly and indirectly, for most of the money, power-based crimes such as the illegal drugs industry, political assassinations, Satanism and mind control which goes on every day, all round the world. At the apex of the pyramid of the Brotherhood are the select few who actually know the full agenda of the organization. These privileged elite have become known as the Illuminati, which is Latin for illuminated ones. All other members, nearly 5 million worldwide, are ignorant of the true purpose of their individual organization as a front for the Illuminati. Only the most suitable are selected to rise in the ranks, those recognized as being wealthy, ambitious and corrupt enough to perpetuate the ultimate goal, which is world domination. No one but the Illuminati actually knows anything of importance and therefore cannot betray the game plan. Everyone else provides a front, a smoke screen of ignorance and misinformation, and all must offer complete obedience to the will of their organization or be banished, or worse. The same thing also happens in our universities, whereby particularly talented scholars are approached with magnificent offers of wealth and status in order to follow unofficial secret research programs into such topics as UFOs, psychic warfare and advanced energy sources. Betrayal of the Brotherhood is the worst crime possible in the eyes of its members and is ultimately punishable by death. The Brotherhood is all-powerful. All top-level members of the police and military forces around the world are placed through the Brotherhood as Brotherhood tools. Judges and lawyers, media moguls, businessmen and politicians are recruited so that no member of the Brotherhood elite is ever in danger of being held accountable by the system for any crime or misdemeanor. The Brotherhood can, and quite literally does, get away with murder because it is also the law which opposes it. If a non-Brotherhood member should slip through the net and achieve high status, then there are ways to ensure that such people are unable to achieve their full potential. For example, I doubt if Prince Charles will ever fulfill his right of kingship, as he has publicly refused to enroll with the Freemasons. It infiltrates every area of our society at all levels, but at the top, in the highest social and monetary bracket, the Brotherhood prevails. Almost in total. It is the single largest vehicle for the perpetuation of the Luciferic consciousness on Earth. One of the ways by which the faithfulness of members is ensured, especially in the higher levels, is by the insistence that the initiated give details of their most intimate secrets to the organization, so that if any transgression of the rules were to occur, then this information would be revealed and used to publicly destroy the individual concerned. As an example of this, one Masonic branch, the Skull and Bones Society, centered around the Harvard and Yale universities, was founded on opium money, is blatantly racist, has some particularly bizarre rituals including an initiation which includes lying in a coffin with a ribbon tied around the genitalia whilst masturbating and shouting out one's greatest sexual fantasies. It boasts amongst its members, who, remember, swear complete allegiance to the society above all other commitments, George Bush, Percy Rockefeller, Winston Lord, one-time CFR chairman, and 9 members of the board of the Morgan Guaranty Trust, see House of Rothschild. Also associated with Freemasonry within the elite's own hierarchy are other esoteric societies such as the Grand Orient Lodges, the Knights of Malta, the Knights Templar, P2 and the Black Nobility. The Brotherhood owns the law, they own the military, they own the oil companies, pharmaceutical companies and just about everything which provides fuel for the status quo. It sets the standards for education, it sets the curriculum, it plants seeds via the media and education systems of what will later become, through tender nurturing, power-hungry, dissatisfied, spiritually unaware slaves to their system. If it was not so sinister, it would be purely perfect in its all-encompassing design. While the first 3-degree Masons and Round Table members are raising money for charity and enjoying relatively harmless social events, their superiors in the craft are organizing wars, drug pushing, coordinating assassinations, mind control, raping and murdering young children in satanic abuse and formulating plans for world domination. History has convinced me that it is possible to get away with virtually any crime as long as it is on a large enough scale. The U.S. presidents, also 33rd-degree Masons, are financed into the position not as leaders of men but as a tool of the Brotherhood. All allegiance comes secondary to the bonds within their secret society, on pain of death. Political systems are also a front for the Brotherhood elite. Not as representatives of the people, elected by the people, for the people, but as tools of and for the Brotherhood. Science is controlled to the benefit of the elite, wars are created and manipulated to the benefit of the elite. Every time a bomb is dropped or a tank built, ultimately it is the multinational businesses who profit, especially the oil industries and world bankers. All is Brotherhood controlled. The scale of the manipulation in all areas of the status quo is almost immeasurable and for this reason virtually unbelievable to most prisoners of the system.